Hi, I'm Kate Poels, and I have been so incredibly lucky to have been working with the wonderful people at Author in Me this year and doing some creative writing with some absolutely fantastic students for the last couple of terms. And I am here today to ask you to consider the question, what if? Now, when I do creative writing workshops, I use a lot of prompts and stimuli to help get the imagination going, to get the creativity juices flowing. And it's really helpful when you get a prop or a stimulus to ask yourself, what if? To give yourself as many options with that stimulus so that you can choose the one that you think, that's what I want to write my story about. So I've got three different things here to show you, and then I'm going to invite you to think of your own what ifs with my objects, and then to have a look around your house. These are things that I have just picked up from my workroom where I am at the moment. Everybody's houses will have so many things around that you can ask questions about, and it doesn't have to be very exciting objects to start with for you to come up with some exciting story ideas of your own. So I'm going to start with this. This is a very old, very well loved dog called Nick the dog. He actually belonged to my grandmother, so he is 100 or so years old now, and you can tell because his fur is rubbing off him. But what if Nick the dog isn't actually a toy dog? What else might he be? What if Nick the dog was actually somebody's favourite toy when they were younger, so important to them that they unstitched his tummy and hid something inside? And what if that something was lost forever until you found it somehow? Maybe you saw something shining through Nick's fur. Maybe you heard something. Maybe his stitching was so old that it started to come away at the seams and something fell out. What if Nick is hiding something? What if that secret is really exciting and fantastic? What if that secret is quite a scary secret, something that might make you chew your fingernails or worry at night? What if it was something that was really funny that fell out and made you chuckle? What if that secret that Nick the dog is hiding is the key to a really amazing adventure? What if it is a clue to set you or your characters off on a journey? So that's Nick the dog. And I have something else here to share with you. This is another old object actually, and it's a little bit dusty, this one actually. This is a little silver jug that needs a jolly good clean. But what if when I was cleaning this jug, it unlocked something magical? What if there was something inside this jug? Now, it could be a genie, like Aladdin's genie that comes out of his lamp. But what if it's something else in here? What if your jug has got some magic potion in it? What if when you rub the side of the jug, that magic potion starts to brew? What if all these little etchings and marks on the side of the jug are an ancient language that has been forgotten for hundreds or thousands of years? And what if your touch is the thing to unlock that language? What if you touch this jug and suddenly you are the only person able to speak that language? What if you owning this jug makes a character come back from that time, and you and that character have a job to do, a mission, something that you need to solve? What if this isn't even a jug at all? What if I've got it upside down? What if this is an animal that once upon a time roamed on our world? And what if it was turned into an object? And what if it's struggling to get out? What if these things on the top are actually antennae? What if this is its tail? kind of animal could it be? What if this is its beak? Maybe it was this way up. Maybe it was a bird pecking. And what if you or your main character had the power to unlock that animal, to release it? What if that animal became your friend? What if you could talk to that animal? What would it tell you? What secrets would you learn? And what adventures might you go on? But like I said, it doesn't have to be the extraordinary objects around us, like my very old toy or my silver jug. That can be the key to unlocking a story. It could be something that looks on the surface quite boring. What about this? Just an old stone, nothing that special about it perhaps. Perhaps it was picked up on the beach. It's quite a smooth stone. But what if this didn't actually come from the beach at all? What if this fell from space? What if this is a rock from the moon? What if this was thrown from an aircraft? What if that wasn't an aircraft that we know? What if that was a spacecraft and it was an alien chucking it? What if it's not a stone at all? What if this is actually an egg? Maybe a fossilized egg of something that lived a long time ago. What if this stone egg decided to start hatching when you had it in the palm of your hand? What if whatever came out of this egg thought you were its best friend and wouldn't leave you alone? What if whatever hatched out of this egg thought you looked a tasty treat for lunch? What if whatever hatched out of this stone egg grew very, very fast and filled your house? What would your parents say if they came home and you had accidentally hatched a stone egg and an enormous creature was filling their house? So by asking what if about the things around you, you can come up with a whole variety of stories. They might be serious stories, they might be silly stories, they might be funny stories. Maybe you've got something historical around you, like a very old toy or something that you love dearly. What if you were to imagine what life would have been like when your very old object was first made? What if you were to imagine who owned that object? Who was the first person to own it? But also, look at the everyday things as well as the very old. Look around at things that you might find like stone. This is just picking this up off my shelf is an old piece of driftwood that I found on the beach, and I thought it looked a little bit like a dog. That sits by my desk as a lucky charm. But what if there's a reason I found this? What if I didn't find it? What if it found me? So don't limit yourself by trying to think of stories based on one thing or stories that you think you should be writing. And don't limit yourself by looking at something and taking it at face value, which means looking at something and saying, well, I know what that is, so I know what I have to write a story about, because it might be something completely different. Your favourite teddy, for example. Your favourite teddy is a teddy bear. But what if it's something different? What if your teddy comes to life? What if your teddy bear is actually a bit of a naughty character? What if your teddy bear is plotting something? So look around, and I invite you to do that. I invite you to take some time next time you are writing a story to look around you. Every time you are out and about, maybe in the charity shop. I collect a lot of bits and pieces from charity shops which I use in my workshops, because you can find all sorts of little treasures there and you don't have to spend lots of money. But look around what you've already got at home and constantly ask yourself, what if, what if, what if? What happens if this thing I'm looking at isn't this at all? It's something completely different. What if it had a different life? What if it has a life within it? What if it has secrets that it's holding? Keep asking. And the more you ask what if, and the more you write down your ideas and your notes in a notebook, keep everything you think of, even if it's something that you think, I'm not sure about that story, actually, I don't think that's very useful. keep it because it might be just the thing for a story in the future. So I invite you now to go and look, see what you can find, and ask questions of that object and ask questions of yourself. And I also invite you to have fun telling stories, fun writing stories, and I hope to see you again soon. Happy writing!
Hi, my name is Siddharth and I'm 8 years old. I have chosen the prompt, Nick the dog. What if Nick fell? And what if he became alive? What if there was a villain and they couldn't find their new dog world? Well, I'll tell you how that happened. My name is Sachi and I'm 10 years old. I've chosen the prop, the stone. What if the stone was a magical stone belonging to a long-lost unicorn? Here is the story.
Hello, my name is Isa and I'm 11 years old. And I've been thinking, what if dinosaurs still ruled the earth? Dinosaurs, as they were quite magnificent creatures, ruled the earth at their period, but as humans we have taken over. So if that did work out, we'd be able to overtake them and probably put them in a zoo like Jurassic Park. And if we would be able to get their DNA or blood samples, we'd be able to go even further into history and learn more about them. Thank you for listening. This is Isa. Good afternoon.